If you remember here and you watch these and you don't repair your pitch marks, you're a Alright, I'm Craig and this is Diary of an Angry Scottish Golfer. Let's get one thing out of the way straight away. Last week's episode I had to do a challenge that involved a lot of running. I ended up having to run 23 miles. Start a YouTube channel, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Ah! It's not big and it's not clever, it's not fun. I had a session with my golf psychologist midweek, just because it's near the start of the season, just to chat about goals and stuff. It's pretty common to have goals at the start of the season or like goals at New Year. I've always done it, then written it down somewhere and tried to stick to it. Obviously I'm very lucky in that I've got this outlet where I can say what my goals are, and it makes me a little bit more accountable. So I just figured it'd be good to use this as a bit of an outlet just to say what I'm going to try and do this year, what I want to try and achieve, why I've picked the goals that I have, and then yeah, how I plan on trying to achieve them with a few shots thrown in. Oh man, I think it went in that bunker. I should be alright with this. I literally had a lesson on this exact thing last week, so yep. Oh, that's out of bounds. Oh, why is this my life? If you really love me, just reach out and touch me, come. Sugar, tell me so. Try and hit a little draw off the tree just left of that bunker. Ah, it's too much, it's just a hook. Pish, 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 pish. Yeah, I played yesterday. Haven't been on the course in a wee while, like video-wise. Reason being that it's just been winter greens. The course has been about 300 yards. The first goal that I've set myself for 2021 is to shoot my lowest ever competitive round. I haven't put a number on it. I haven't said I want to shoot 66, 65 or whatever. The chances are, like, if you do that, imagine you did that in the first medal, it's like, oh, what do I do now? So I want to try and shoot my lowest round in a competition this year. Lowest round ever in a competition thus far is 67. So I want to try and beat 67. That's goal number one. First thing I want to try and achieve this year. But if I keep hitting it like this, it's just not going to happen. Hooks are so destructive. Such a destructive shot. 148 yards. The one thing I've got going for me now is that I've practiced my chipping and pitching so much that I'm more comfortable just knocking stuff around a green. Whereas before, I'd feel a lot more pressure to hit the green. Bump and run a 5-iron. Cut it. There's no way. There's no way. It's just terrible. Ball below your feet, I guess, and factor that in. I love playing shite on these. It's good fun. Just trying to hit a nice little chip in here. It's probably about 30-ish yards. So it's a distance that I've been practicing, so not really any excuse. Go. That's not a bad shot, really. Ooh, I went straight left off the putter. As much as you want to hold putts, not ideal. Not ideal greens. Goal number 2 for the season, so there's 3 in total. Goal number 2, within Edinburgh and the Lothians, essentially, where I stay, there is obviously club level golf, which is just what everyone plays, just medals and stuff at the club. One step up from that would be county golf, so it's like in Edinburgh it's called the Lothians, and they have an order of merit for opens that run throughout the year. There's 13 opens that run throughout the year. Scratch opens, to enter them your handicap has to be 5 or better. Based on where you finish, scratch, get allocated X amount of points for the order of merit. Obviously if you win one, you get, I don't know, whatever it is. It's never really been on my radar to win one, to be honest. But if you win one, it's like, I think 200 points or something, 200-ish. The little screenshot up on the right, and I'll try and put a circle around my target. Basically behind this green, there's some diggers. I don't know if they're diggers, I guess, I don't know. Some industrial equipment of some sort. turquoisey colour. That gives a good angle into the pin. Gonna aim basically just straight down the middle because I have been playing a big hook and try and swing a bit easier. Hopefully don't hook it as much. Yeah, burst that. We draw straight down the middle. Perfect, 5-iron. Leave me a wee wedge in. Yeah, so Lothians is like 12 or 13 opens at different courses all throughout Edinburgh, and based on where you finish, you get a certain amount of points, and then the order of merit at the end of the year is tallied up. My goal is to finish inside the top 20 in the order of merit. It means I'm going to have to play in a lot of these opens. I've booked in to play in pretty much all of them. There's one that's on the same day as our same day as our club championship qualifying. So with the exception of that one, I've booked in to play on them all, and the goal is top 20. So I mean, I've never really done very well in those events before. I've never really done very well in opens before because I'm quite erratic with my driver. Like put a couple out of bounds and then just walk off. But not this year. I'll try not to walk off this year. So yeah, that's goal number 2, top 20 and the Lothians order of merit. Not sure how many points that'll be or how many points that was last year. I did get some points once, finished like, I think my best is like, 50th or something. I don't think there's that many more than 50 placed. But aye, that's the goal. So you can see my ball on the right hand side of your screen. And you can see the flag over there, just bottom of the hill. 70 yards, that's what I was hoping for. That was the number I was hoping for. Sent a little breeze, so it's maybe a wee bit more, but try to hit a little bit bigger, just left of the flag. Spin. It did spin, not very much. A little bit big. I didn't want to be short. I'll be playing in a bunch of that stuff. I was going to try and play in a couple of Scottish events because the new handicap system has put me low enough that I could give it a go. I mean, not sure how well I do, but I'll certainly enter. But the first one had been cancelled. The Scottish Amateur up at Mercer not been cancelled, and my handicap is low enough to enter as it stands, but probably get balloted out depending on how popular it is. If you remember here and you watch these and you don't repair your pitch marks, you're a dickhead. Because there's shitloads of pitch marks on these greens now, and it makes literally zero sense. Because it's not like there's bloody visiting parties or that, eh? So it's just people who are members here. It's not repairing pitch marks. Ran over. Turned, was never really on the right line. Boop. Part. First goal, shoot my lowest ever round. Goal number 2, try and finish the season in the top 20 of the Lothians order of merit. Third goal, cliche one, but to get my handicap as low as possible. Not putting a number on it, because of the new handicap system, first season playing it, don't really know how it works. Shoot a couple of good rounds, whereas before you would maybe get like a, 0.5, 0.6 cut in category 1. New system, you could get like 2 or 3 shots off or something. A bit of limbo. How low can you go? So that's the 3 goals, based on my chat with, as I said, my golf psychologist Tom. Those are what we would deem outcome goals, so like what you would want to achieve. Breaking those down, how can you achieve them? What is it they say, like a goal without a plan? Just a dream, or I don't know, some shit like that. A goal without a plan, it's just a bit useless really. So yeah, those are outcome goals. Process goals, little goals that I've got to set myself to like outline how I'm going to achieve what I wanted to achieve, how I'm going to achieve these things. And I'll talk a little bit about that, but right now, driver. What I would usually do, like fix my swing going round, whereas what I've been kind of learning recently is to just play with, what does it say? You can only piss with the cock you've got. That's a good phrase. I'm just going to count on this being a bit of a hook. Aim down the right and just hit it. Hit it hard. Block it, standard. I thought that was my drive. I was like, what the? A ball landed there. I was like, no way, because I heard my driver hit wood. You might catch a glimpse of Rathel Park Golf Club's worst dressed golfer. Yeah, it looks like it. You play a lot of golf these days? You're already on. I've said you're the worst dressed golfer in the golf club.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. You like that? What's the thingy? Transformers. Robots in disguise. Cheerio, Bumblebee. Talk to myself here because a lot of people about. I don't have many pals, so I just talk to myself these days. A little bit on the right hand, yeah, I have to swap. But my nose looks massive on this side, so I can't really do that very well. Easy, this sort of caper. 7-iron bump and run fairly. That's never up. Never up. This is the problem. Because I've never hit these. It's way short. Pish. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh my god. Oh, what that was. This tee, like my shape is a draw. This tee makes you wanna, you can't really hit a draw. A fade, not very good at that, but we'll try. So a fade off the left-hand side of that bunker. Oh, baby girl. Baby girl, take control of me. That's not bad for a dreary Sunday. He's like, you had a good drive. You start getting cheery. Oh, I like golf again. Right, yeah, so I've talked about what the goals are. How am I going to do it? So if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you'll be aware that like I play a number of practice games, practice golf quite a lot, and I do another variety of things to aid golf, like workouts and speed training, at home putting stuff. So basically each month I'm going to have a new 4-week practice plan based on what I've got on that month. I'll play more in April and May than I will in March, for example, because obviously it's still not winter, but not the best. So there'll be more practice done in March than there will in April or May. So I'll put March practice plan, I'll put that up on screen. You'll see in the mornings, I'll do my workouts, runs, they alternate? Why did I put so much pronunciation on the T? They will alternate per day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be workouts. Tuesday, Thursday will be some runs. And then obviously at the weekends is when I'll play. Each day, short game, long game. So I'll do a couple of the sort of games and things that I've played in the past. I'll be doing those. Mixed in with that will still be my speed training 3 times a week, and will still be my home putting stuff that I'll do. So that's like a daily thing, although that's been cut down a little bit. That's how I plan on doing it. I've got little goals for these games that I'm playing, and within those games I keep a track of like my progress, as it were. Last week, how good I'll do. This week, next week, try and beat it. Little things like that keep me kind of motivated, as it were. And those are the things that I'll base money penny. Mush money penny. Why did I do that? I don't know if that's even a good Sean Connery impression. I can do a good Owen Wilson. Wow. Any other impressions? Ooh, I do a good Andy Murray. Hang on. Hi, my name's Andy Murray. I like playing tennis. Yeah, I like playing tennis. I'm waiting because there's just like folk in front of me. Come on, sugar, tell me so. If you really need me. 130 yards uphill into a wind. 130 yards is a pitching wedge uphill, factoring in air density in honour of my big mate, the Shambles. Probably about 10% air density. Not messing around with that pin. If it goes near that pin, it's a mistake. Middle of the green. I did say if it goes near that pin, it's a mistake. Go. You're now aware of what my goals are. Shoot my lowest gross, 67 or better. My handicap as low as I can. Top 20 in the Lothians order of merit. So if you follow this channel and you are interested and you want to follow how I get on in these events and stuff, and have a look on the old like Lothians website and that, you can see, oh, there he is. Craig McGinley. What did NR? NR? What's that mean? What's an NR? Reasonably succinct. Speaking of succinct, wouldn't mind sinking this felly. Ooh. Ooh, loves a pun. Move it hard again. That's terrible. Terribly little heely hit. It's just short of the green. That was such a bad strike. Swing feels like an unfolding deck chair. Now that the course is on bigger greens and stuff, and playing a bit more of an acceptable length, be able to play a bit more course vloggy videos. So that'll be good. Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. You know what I mean. But really, we'll finish up on this hole, and that's what will be that for the week. For the week. Whoop whoop. Technique feels like a bag of potatoes. A bag of tatties. It's gonna run in obviously off the left. Pretty soft, so this is like hip to hip. Nice and little. Nice and aggressive. It's nipped far too much. Same again. Oh no, there you go. Oh, a bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. As always, thank you very much for watching. Ooh. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy course videos, course vlogs, golf related content, I put a new video, get in. Put a new video out every week, every Tuesday at 6 PM. So you're welcome to hit the subscribe button, but don't feel obliged. Aye, thanks very much. See you next week. Cheery.